Just when you think that the Big 12 squad cannot surprise you anymore, happy Halloween, folks. Boys, strap it on. I meant.
You're talking ball with the Big 12 squad. From Oklahoma State to Utah, from Kansas State to BYU, from Houston to Texas Tech, it's the local experts of the Locked On Podcast Network bringing you scoops, breakdowns, and the most comprehensive preview of the upcoming Big 12 weekend. Buckle up. It's the Big 12 squad, and we have a seat for you. No hurt feelings and thin skin allowed. Squad up. You're part of the Big 12 squad.
Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. It's Halloween, so we all wore our best Taco Bell masks. Good job to the guys here who participated and wore their Taco Bell masks to help that's my dog, to help our friend St. Bill Snyder, who wore his Taco Bell mask in the process of putting a beefy 5-layer burrito up his butt. That's Richie Bradshaw of Locked On Sun Devils, Kevin Borba of Locked On Buffs, Parker Ainsworth of Locked On Cougs. Guys, thanks for participating in the fun little Halloween bit that we planned. And 3, 2, 1, boo.
Wait, I didn't realize I didn't know. My phone hasn't been working. I had no idea.
Your Nokia 6 doesn't work. Collective boo for those who didn't participate in the fun Halloween thing that our producers tried to plan for us and were lame. The Big 12 happened last week. Some teams won, some teams lost. This is the Squad Show where we talk about the teams that won and lost. Cam Stewart of Locked On Baylor, Chris Level, Locked On Texas Tech, Cody Stovall of Locked On Oklahoma State didn't play our fun little games, but they still get to join the show anyway. Cam, how was the stripe out?
The what?
The stripe out, the stadium, every 3 rows?
More like a strikeout, am I right, fellas?
Oh.
Nice. Good one.
What's the next stadium we're gonna make? I mean, because we've done the color outs, we did the stripe outs. I mean, can you do a checkerboard in the stands? I mean, like what? At some point, is this not played out and jump the shark?
I think some of us just appreciate showing up. I don't know that.
Oh
the
yeah,
shirt
well
matters.
there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
And Richie Bradshaw suffocated. He hasn't moved in that damn bag. He's just sitting there with those glasses up there.
I'm vibing right now.
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
can't tell. I'm laughing like I normally am. You just can't see my face because I'm hidden.
All right, you guys can take the bags off of your head for the duration of the Big 12 squad show.
Unless you watch that Arizona State Duke scrimmage, then I'd probably keep the bag on. If we're being honest.
Well, guys, I didn't bring a bag
I
because
thought we
I've
were
been
talking
told
football.
I am a brown bag special once in my past times, so I didn't think I needed one because I am one, right? That's fair.
Whatever happened to your facial hair? What's going on with that?
I told you off air, which I cannot repeat, but let's just say that I got attacked by my skin, I guess. My skin and my beard, they had a disagreement. They got in a fight, and it all turned white, and I had to get rid of it. That's what it is. Maybe it's a condition, or maybe it's the condition of watching us play football.
We also talked off the air about how if we were to actually keep everything Cody Stovall says in the shows, these shows would be a lot longer. Every week I get to call our producers and tell them, "Hey, Cody said something worse this week. Please take it out."
We need to sell the director's cut.
I was gonna say we need like a unrated version of this show to go up.
Parker, the 1 week that you actually have a working computer and you have a bag over your head, it's okay. I know you can't see, but you're the last one to have it on.
I don't. I honestly don't know that I want everyone to see my face clearly because I'm not used to that. If I'm being really honest.
You've done a great job so far.
Parker, we can go to you. You beat Utah this week. I don't even, 9 weeks ago, that sentence just blows my mind. That this 17-14, it was one of the least fun football games in existence, but you won it against Utah, my friend.
Yeah, you could say it resembled what comes after a 5-layer burrito. I feel like, truthfully,
victory.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that the deal was, it's like you said, like 9 weeks ago, this might have been surprising, but during the week, like, did anyone think Utah's lost 4 in a row now? They're going to lose 4 more. Like, is anyone that surprised at this point in the season?
I don't know, man. It's still Houston.
Walked so the rest of you could run against Utah. You're welcome, dude. Like, seriously?
Gatorade cooler.
Outside shot at a bowl game? Question mark.
We're saying I'm hearing that on the
San Diego.
If you're gonna dream big, brother.
Hey, we got Cam and Baylor, right? of course, we would be the team that would mess up the bowl game chances or the college football playoff chances if one of Kansas State or BYU, because that would just be how things would go. Like, we're going to mess something up. It's going to work out for us. We're going to get a bowl game. Well, just wait.
I love that this season has turned around from we will mess something up to we will mess something up for the other team. I think that's great, Parker. I think that's a great – because I get it. Trust me. I get it.
Yeah, talk about turnarounds. Y'all started winning football games.
Yeah, Cam has to come to these shows now because his team's good. That's kind of part of the deal.
Because content's down now. Numbers are way down since we started winning. So I got to do something, man. I talk about depressing, man. The last 2 weeks, I'm talking about wins, and all my views are going down.
Oklahoma
Because
State
I'm ugly.
now 0-5 in. Maybe you could pull the Cody off. Just shave the mustache, leave whatever weird stubble thing is going on down there, and the over excessive sideburns, and possibly you'll be on to something. Cody, your football team is 0-5 now in Big 12 play after returning 20 of 22 starters. The Doak Walker Award winner, a seventh-year quarterback, and possibly 3 Blitnikoff caliber wide receivers. Who do we fire and how soon?
Well, there's not a time frame that is unacceptable. We should be already firing people, but it is what it is. Where we are where we are. But at least we have the possibility of winning a game, huh? That's something. I'm excited.
Not this Saturday, right?
Well, I mean, it's homecoming. It's at night.
The world's greatest homecoming.
Well, that is very true.
Yeah.
That might be the highlight, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a lot of faith at the moment right now.
Yeah,
we'll have to debate it sometime later this week, me and you.
Let's talk. Chris Level, your football team won this week. If you turn the game off when they were up by a lot of points, but then they found a way to actually lose the duration of their 4 quarters. Texas Tech falls 35-34 and go.
Well, it was better than the week before versus Cam's guys when it was just kind of a no-show. But yeah, man, up 31-14 with 6 to go in the third, and not quite enough, gentlemen, not quite enough. I wish I had more answers, but it's frustrating right now in Lubbock, and now you get to go to cold, rainy Ames, Iowa this weekend. Who can't wait for that? Last time I was in Ames, Iowa, the temperature was exactly 0 degrees. I'm on the sideline, and I'm not lying, drinking chicken broth to try to stay warm is what they had on the sideline, chicken broth and coffee, but it won't be quite like that.
That's the most Iowa thing I've ever heard in my life.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I could not live there. They can have it, but they do play good football most of the time. Although I will say this, Richie, I like the way you wear your hat compared to Matt Campbell. I don't like the bill of the hat is kind of and all that. But yeah, so we're kind of reeling in Lubbock, but we're trying to figure it out. How about that?
Playing
Cody sitting there like, wait a
Thanks,
minute.
Chris. Yeah, I agree. Matt Campbell's hat is stupid. What an idiot.
What a nerd.
What a loser.
I don't know what
guy
it looks
is.
like, but yeah, I'm with you guys. Dork.
Richie, welcome to the Big 12. Meet Matt Campbell. He's been the head coach there for like a decade. Before we go into our next segment and talk Colorado and surprisingly good Arizona State, I know Jake Hatch, who's on a bye week this week, is watching from distance after BYU blew out UCF.
Did you guys really think I was going to miss out on the opportunity to dress up and act the fool right here on Locked On Big 12 Squad? Absolutely was not going to miss that opportunity. Now, we always act the fool. It seems like every week here on the show, we're having a ton of fun along the way, but when you get a chance to dress up for Halloween, that even doubles the fun. More importantly, want to express happy Halloween to all of the guys here on the show. More importantly, to you, our listeners out there, whether you're watching and or listening to this. Hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween. Get a bunch of candy. And if you're like me, you're exacting that parent tax after your kids go to bed and picking out your favorite treats from their stash of candy. More importantly, life is living moss in Provo, Utah right now, to use the motif from today's show. And more importantly, BYU, top of the league, 5-0 in the conference. You cannot argue. They are top dog right now, and we'll see how it goes the final 4 games of the year. But I can tell you this much. Utah fans, you're living the nightmare while BYU's living the dream. It may feel like a treat in Provo, but feels more like a trick up in Salt Lake City, and I cannot wait to talk all things Holy War next week. First Big 12 edition of the Holy War all time. Very much looking forward to it, even if JT's not, but that's okay. But happy Halloween to everybody. maybe just not so much Utah fans.
Dude,
Oh, that was so wholesome.
Cody, what are you
What a
doing?
wordsmith.
Cody,
Oh,
what?
no.
Is that a plastic bag?
Cody, don't do it. I know it's only
He's
5.
I
Don't
like
do
laid
it. man.
on the bill of his hat, and he's like about to suffocate himself.
Dude,
Lacking-
save it for
He's like,
Saturday, man.
it's over, man. I'm just gonna end it right here.
Lacking context,
Greatest
that'd be a whole
homecoming.
lot worse.
Talk about a
I
homecoming.
think
And we're talking holy and everything like that. He's just like, I'm gonna end it, man. It's over.
it's the sweetest Halloween. Someone took Halloween really seriously. That was the most BYU thing. He wished us a happy Halloween like 6 times.
That's all they have in Provo is Utah. I mean, and is sugar.
Hey, don't eat the wrong candy though.
They have
You
to have a
and
dress code
yours.
for their costumes, right?
To you, probably yes. I
Gotta cover your
also
ankles.
the mustache that he's going with. There was a lot there. Happy Halloween to everybody, and BYU is good.
Is it
Coming up,
Halloween? Oh.
you didn't even dress up, huh? You're still scaring the kids. Coming up, Colorado's good. This is the Big 12 squad or whatever. Oh, today's show is brought to you by FanDuel. Get ready to tackle NFL and college football action with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book, because right now, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. Get a hunch in the middle of a game. You can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Visit FanDuel.com to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets. And if you win your first $5 bet, you get that $150 in bonus bets. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch. Make every moment more. It's with FanDuel. It's an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. All right. There is Colorado, who exists in college football. Kevin Borba, let's get your...
Big 12 squad, sorry I missed you guys, and I'm sorry that St. Bill Snyder will not be getting a tattoo of Shedeur Sanders on his butt cheek like we had all hoped. The Colorado Buffaloes, they let us down, they let their fans down, and they let America down for the sake of the tattoo. Realistically, here's what went wrong. They found the perfect game plan against UCF. They crumbled that game plan up, threw it out the window, and said, hey, let's go back to our old ways on offense.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Kevin Borba's actually here.
I was like,
I'm like, he was just on the screen. He was just on the screen.
That's the
Sometimes
video
I
you
feel like I can hear his voice.
that I forgot to run. I don't even remember where that was from.
that was from the last time they lost, which was almost a month ago, I think.
Well, I meant to play that. Thanks for sending the video in.
Here, he says. Literally
Kevin
here.
says,
I
quit
was
telling
Alright,
people I'm
well,
dead.
Updated version of Kevin Borba. How do
what
you
saw,
feel?
what you saw a second ago was a hologram. Yeah, that's right.
That was me 3 games ago when they lost to Kansas State. Now they're coming off another double-digit win. Their last 4 of their last 5 wins have been by double digits. Their offense is clicking. Defensively, they're a much better team. And Shedeur Sanders is getting outshined by Travis Hunter, but I think he's quietly having one of the best quarterback seasons in college football. 3 out of the last 4 games, he's completed 80% of his passes. And Travis Hunter, thanks to an Ash Genty dud, is back in the Heisman race.
Borba at 10-2. Oh, let's open this one up for the whole panel. Does Colorado have an outside shot at an at-large bid to the college football playoff?
I think they do.
ESPN has any say.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got the
I've
brand.
talked about
You
this
got
on my
to
show
be
a
on.
lot. Sorry, Richie. I've talked about this on my show a lot. A lot of the SEC teams are going to cannibalize themselves, right? Alabama and LSU play. Georgia plays Ole Miss and Tennessee. Texas plays Texas A&M. This isn't the SEC, but Notre Dame plays Army and USC. And I think if Notre Dame loses a game, they're automatically out of contention for anything. So there's a lot of things that can happen around the country that can help their case. And realistically, why would you not want a Deion Sanders-led team in the playoff, right? That's automatic viewership. That's automatic money. And I know I saw the report the other day that Colorado's viewership's gone down. Maybe it's because they play every game at 10 p.m. Maybe because Big Noon is only airing Big Ten games now that Colorado's not getting in the primetime slots. But I promise you, if they play before it's midnight, people will watch.
Cameron, people are talking. The Baylor Bears at 8-4. Outside shot at the college football playoff.
Can't write them off. You cannot write them off. Quality losses. Okay. BYU, Iowa State, Colorado. Not going to mention the other one. Non-quality loss.
Why not?
Look, back in the day, most of you will remember this. When I was in college, a long time ago, it was all about the quality loss, the 4-team playoff. It was all about the quality loss. Back when Baylor used to not do that a lot. So yeah, look, start telling your kids about the 8-4 Baylor Bears. It can happen. All you need to do is just beat a team this weekend that you've beaten once in the last decade, and in a couple weeks, you just need to win in a place you've literally never ever won before.
Cam, if they do go 8-4, doesn't that mean Dave Aranda just saved his job and you have to deal with this again next year?
We sure did.
No,
We get to deal with this next year. Get to.
I hope that Cam's views continue to go down. That's what I hope.
I also love that this
Me
has
too,
become
Chris.
Cam's squad when there's another Baylor alumni on the board here. It's all Cam, all the time.
Cameron is Baylor Bears for the first time. It is it's so terrible. For the first time since 2021, Dave Aranda tweeted this week in a tweet that wasn't related to death. He's been in this thing where over the last 3 years, he'll only tweet him. He's like, you know what? RIP to a real one. But this
Dodgers
week,
guy.
Yeah, for the first time in 3 years, he's tweeted something normal, and it was #Sick'em with the game graphic for the blackout. The Baylor's going to do like, you know what? We got a little bit too complex last week. Everyone just wear one asynchronous color, please.
Bro, Dave is shucking and jiving. You should have saw him at that press conference. Had the place rolling like it was Steve Martin in the mid-'70s, man. He had that place going.
He's programmed to do that?
Yeah.
So iOS updates are getting out of hand. They need
charged his battery lately. Hey, welcome to the show, Zach Blackerby of Locked On Auburn. Zach, how does it feel to know that Auburn is worse than every Big 12 team represented in tonight's Big 12 squad?
Oh, man. No, that's Parker's here. That's not true.
They beat Utah.
We won last week.
You tried to give Zach a stray, and he ricocheted to Parker.
Put the
Yeah, I
bag
just
back
got
in your
done
head.
with the SEC squad recording. I thought I'd come over here. Y'all want to see what I wore to it?
To the SEC squad? What are you doing?
Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna
Please
put
be
a
a
Taco
Taco
Bell
Bell
bag
bag.
on.
Okay.
That's the aftermath of the Taco Bell incident.
Yeah.
As Big Cat would say, happy Halloween, you and your entire family. Happy Halloween. To Zach Blackerby.
Who here actually likes Halloween?
Why won't you?
What?
I love the little Twizzlers. I'm a fan.
So you just like you like the
Twizzlers?
candy? I think it's like candy corn hate
You
month.
can get those anytime, Cody.
No, you cannot. You cannot get the little ones that come with all the Reese's and crap. You be quiet,
Reese's,
Cameron,
he would.
right?
Reese's.
Yeah.
Reese's. That's great.
I don't know about
Chris?
Halloween. I do go total basic blonde about pumpkin stuff though. So this whole time of year is my.
You know,
alley.
Parker, nobody asked you to say that. You didn't have to even say that at all. You could have just kept that one inside.
You're a pumpkin spice
wait.
guy?
He's going
I do all of
to-
it. Y'all
he's
cut
gonna
half what Cody says. To
Yeah,
keep all,
I
you're
mean-
keeping that one in.
Chris has the quarter zip and the collared shirt here. He's got the pumpkin spice look. That I could see it. Chris, you're a
Knee-high boots,
Starbucks
Chris?
guy.
I've
Parker.
never had partaken in any of the pumpkin spice. Like Parker, do you tell me this? Please tell me you don't have like a candle at home that's like pumpkin spice scented.
No,
blowing it out
I'm
right
more
now.
just like we'll
It's
walk
wax.
through whatever grocery store aisle and just like grab all of the orange bags and see which one tastes good that month. I'm a sucker for it, but I don't know about candy corn. That's a little bit extreme.
Candy
I love
corn
candy
is
corn.
terrible.
I'll die
It's
on that
trash.
hill.
Oh,
Nope,
candy
it's
corn's
great.
good. What do we do? It's fine. It's just like
Candy
you.
corn is a bottom tier candy.
get
On
to do-
Halloween,
It's here for
and
2
Mike
months a
Gundy.
year.
Mike
It's
Gundy
garbage.
likes candy corn.
It's
Greg,
garbage.
right?
That's all I need to know about
I
candy.
always liked Mike Gundy.
And Mike Gundy's got a lifetime. Yeah, Richie, I know you again just got to the Big 12, but a lot to learn, man. A lot to learn about the Big 12 conference. Mike Gundy to the hats that the coaches wear. Coming up, we have actual games this week on Saturday. Let's talk about football for the first time ever on the Big 12 squad. Oh, that little giggle from Parker. Today's show is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Woo! I feel it. It hit my veins. I take one before every squad show because we record these late at night usually, just to peel back the curtain a bit. And I need a big pick-me-up after my old 9 to 5. So you can stay up, watch the squad show, stay up and record the squad show, and you can stay up to watch Big 12 games to go till 2 in the morning. So anything that can be tackled with more energy, more rigor, can be done with 5 Hour Energy. They created a star 5-hour energy shot with a special flavor called Fan Fuel. The energy shot made for just for super fans like us, the fans who are the first in the parking lot and the last to leave. We see you. 5-hour energy knows no matter what, your team is going to be prepared to play hard, and you can require that heart that it takes to be a fan with 5-hour energy, whether you're ironing your jersey or at the tailgate. The limited edition Stand the 5-hour energy shot is here to keep you fueled throughout the season. What's your fan fuel this week? Whatever it is, do it with the 5-hour energy. Available 5hourenergy.com. 5hourenergy.com. Shipped nationwide. All right. I love that Parker laughs going into every ad break. There's just that little giggle there in the background.
Because you talk about football, like, no, we're not. That's a lie.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Chris, you mentioned you're going to Ames, Iowa. The weather's going to be beautiful this week. And oh, bang! Wait, there he is, fresh off of a Catawba volleyball game.
Hey, you said the name right. Yeah.
It is JT Wistersill of the team that lost to Houston this week.
I was going to say, do
you
not
guys
say
suck.
You can. Utah is absolutely atrocious at football right now, and you guys cannot say that I no longer dislike the Big 12 or all these stuck-up things, because I showed up knowing that all I was going to do was get dunked on for the next 5 minutes or however much longer y'all even have. And good to see everyone.
This episode's about to get extended by 20 minutes just because we got to catch up.
JT's here to brag about winning the bye week, which Utah will probably struggle to do without its offensive coordinator, especially. JT, I hope the volleyball game was good. That's all I really needed from you, is just to kind of give you 30 seconds of that. It means a lot you showed up, though. See you later. Chris Level, Texas Tech.
We didn't hear about
football.
Kicked him off, man. Kicked him off.
Yeah. I mean, we're just going to be mean to the guy anyway. But very cool on him. You know what? Fine. Hang out. I don't care.
I was going to say, if y'all, I hustled and tried my best to pop on. If y'all just booted me off, there is a Taco Bell bag sitting in my dang car. I am at least going to be on this show, dang it.
Yeah, you missed it. Like 4 of us were wearing it at the top of the show.
4 of the 8.
I have one.
Good job.
All right.
It would have been 5 of the 8.
But we brought JT. We brought JT on here to talk football. So let's get down to brass tacks, JT. Would Utah lose to Catawba if they played this week?
They would. Catawba's also going through it, so they would not lose to Catawba. Both teams actually have had season-ending quarterback injuries, so I'm starting to think I am the problem.
Bro, he had such an easy answer to dunk on Baylor there. He didn't do it. That's class. That's
at least Catawba beat Baylor. That's like my one saving grace, I guess, right? Or
they
Cody.
They could have.
Cody, we beat you guys too. So there we go.
That's transitive property. Chris Level, at some point, our consummate professional, you will actually get to talk about football. Try it. Just go. See what you can get.
Is it okay? Let me ask you, gentlemen, this: Iowa State any good? I mean, how the best team they've beaten is a 5-3 Iowa team.
Abstain.
Yeah, I know they beat. Yeah, they beat Baylor.
We're gonna say any good? Like, I understand questions about them being in the top 10, but I mean, there's still credit to finding ways to win this late in the season.
JT, I do believe it was sarcasm that our friend Chris Level was using. I just want to slip that one in there.
The team's in front of you.
They are good. They are sound. They have, I think, more people back than anybody in the Big 12. How about this? They're going for their first 8-0 start in program history this weekend, coming off the second bye week. So I don't know. I hope Texas Tech can give them a game. I would think that they can if you can run the ball, but it's supposed to, I think, like 80% chance of rain. So I'm not sure what we're going to get. Yeah, Rocco Becht, man. I mean, that's a sneaky good signal caller in this league, and Matt Campbell can coach for sure. But I don't know. We'll see. That's all I've got.
Yeah, a sneaky good single caller.
So many things. Parker Ainsworth, Houston upset Utah. Can they upset Kansas State in Houston, by the way? Here it's a sellout.
Sellout of maybe something else. But no, I do think that –
Dear God.
I do think that Houston's going to be interesting in this one, not because Houston's as good as BYU, but they're like method to winning, run the ball well.
BYU
play good
actually
defense.
has nothing to do with this week's game, but thank you for
they're the team that beat Kansas State. And what I was saying is that I think that the path to victory would be the same.
Okay.
And I don't think that's Houston's not as good as BYU is at those things, but I think that they would try to do the same kind of things. I'm really nervous about Avery Johnson though. I think the guy's really good. I don't want to have to tackle that guy.
Hey, by the way, we got this like chat thing going off to the side of the screen, and like, man, somebody needs to like seriously have a talk with Spencer McLaughlin because
Do we have?
I think we need to bring him on right now. I got.
I mean, like,
There he is.
I have just crowbarred my way into the chat. Hello, fellow Big 12 brethren.
He needs to be put in timeout.
Flint Tropics off the court. That's it. That's it.
We're going home.
Mega Bowl.
We're going home. We're going
Like, over in
home.
the
Line has
chat,
been crossed.
I got 2 words for you. Like, yeah, I mean, what is going on with this?
Well, I think what's happening, Chris, is you clearly never watched Semi-Pro.
Okay. Jackie Moon.
Chris
Is that
just
right?
takes it.
Yes, that is
Jackie
it.
Moon, yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
yes, Jackie Moon, and Batman and the Dark Knight, all sorts of other movie references we could come up with. But yeah, that's where we went in the chat, and I think people watching are going to know exactly what scene was transpiring once they realize that we aren't repeating the words here on the air.
Spencer did in the chat
Really good
say
fun.
something that would pull the Flint Tropics off the court. That's what. That's what
And
what
JT
would
is giving us the sneakers on the court sound effect for extra.
The hell.
I appreciate that, JT.
Something about ambient noise and JT on these shows is great.
JT and Utah, we just bring the Big 12 down this year.
What happened to your last name on the screen graphic? Were you just
I don't.
no time here?
No time. It's not worth it. I'm like an extra at this point. Like Utah doesn't matter in the season. I don't matter. Like I'll just be Jay next week probably. We'll just go from there.
He's like
Do we
the
need to
Prince,
send you a
man.
care package, man? Good Lord, it
I'm
has
dark.
gotten dark.
A hair care package? What
It's
are we
got-
talking here? Hey! Oh! Watch out, Bosley!
JT, we can't take that.
You went
We
Bosley?
cannot
I was
take
thinking
that.
Rogaine. Oh my gosh, Bosley.
I've used
Forgot about
Rogaine
that
before.
one.
I've used Rogaine before.
Oh, Keeps.
Oh.
It's not our ad read, but Keeps does have products to help with this. I should point
Doesn't
that out.
Hims have it? Doesn't Hims?
Can we add that I was ready when we had a Hims read to like take out my hair and show like I use Hims too. I'm using it right now. And then it's just all sexual health. And I'm like, I don't use that. But not that there's anything wrong with that. I do use Hims every day.
Wait, Spencer. Also, Spencer.
What?
Do you have
Yeah.
a promo code for him that we could possibly use?
I think there is. I think there is one.
BTE.
It might be relevant.
JT, was there a question for me in there, or did
No,
you
I
just
just-
bolt out of the stadium like Utah's offense every week?
Utah's offense doesn't even show up to
Utah,
the
they
game
don't
each week,
bolt
so I don't even know if they can
anywhere.
bolt
Yeah, what are
out.
you
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about?
All I was going to say was you asked if I was doing well. I mean, I thought Utah was going to win the Big 12, go to a college football playoff, win a game there, and instead they have lost 4 games in a row, the most recent of which was to Houston. So we're just fantastic
you did.
down here, Spencer.
Gosh, those vibes do sound pretty low. Can anybody send out a lower sports vibe than that?
Cody Stovall. Put the
I
put the
think
plastic
it
bag
would-
on again.
it
Put
might
the
be
plastic bag
easier
back on.
to-
Yeah.
You'd have to be a Yankee fan, but you could.
Well,
Oh,
They're playing in the World Series. Chris, I've been a
Jets fan?
baseball fan for 20 years. I've never even seen my team go to the
You're
World
like 12
Series.
years old. Chill.
But I like
The
it.
Yankees aren't here to get swept in the World Series.
We got Jets fans, Florida State fans. They could probably match my misery.
All right, Cody had the opportunity to respond with something more miserable. Cody?
I was just going to say it's probably easier for Cowboy fans to watch burritos going butts than keep watching our football program.
Which
on
Cowboys?
Saturdays. There's that.
That was
Oh,
clever.
Rob-
Um,
Wasn't
we-
that the plot of
wait, I
what
actually
is
have an
it?
Oklahoma State
What's the
question.
Heath Ledger movie? That was the plot of the Brokeback Mountain. That's exactly what that was. That kind of Cowboys is what we're talking about. All right. Well, we have marred everything that is good. My grandmother shouldn't watch this show, and neither should BYU fans probably. So before we close it out, one last time, Jay Cash, wish us a happy Halloween.
Did you guys really think I was going to miss out on the opportunity to dress up and act the fool right here on Locked On Big 12 Squad? Absolutely was not going to miss that opportunity. Now, we always act the fool. It seems like every week here on the show, we're having a ton of fun along the way, but we get a chance to dress up for Halloween. That even doubles the fun. More importantly, want to express happy Halloween to all of the guys here on the show. More importantly, to you, our listeners out there, whether you're watching and or listening to this. Hope you
to every mother and child, to the poor, to the needy, to the rich, a happy Halloween.
Can any of this stay in? Can any of this stay in?
What? Hold on.
Football
He's just
once on
really
this?
passionate about Halloween.
Are you telling me
And
that
Atkins
video played twice on this show?
Yes, that's what we're saying. And it was bad both times.
1.5 times because we didn't finish it that time. So we didn't make it all the way through, unfortunately. Run it
Right,
back.
Borba, don't you dare be throwing out decimal points on this show with me on it now. That's not fair. That's not fair. Don't do that.
I think there should be some little sound bite at the end of every episode of something that we said during it, kind of like at the end of the King of the Hill credits when they do like a funny quote from it, and just throw one of those at the end of every squad.
Is this one going to be get off the court?
That I made 3 weeks ago while I was here.
I don't even know at this point. Usually I would tell the world who all of you are, but I don't think I care to do it.
Going.
Follow and subscribe.
That's just Drake covering for the fact that he doesn't remember any of our names.
Something JT and then the last name's like 8 syllables in a row. And I don't even know.
8 syllables in a row. That's a long last name.
You said it right earlier.
9 consecutive syllables would be something.
Or 8 consonants in a row, something like that.
Oh my God.
We'll be covering your favorite team every day. So says the Reed throughout the season. And don't forget, I'll have you covered on the entire conference every day with Locked On. Why does it say every day twice? Who wrote this? Locked On Big 12, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. This has been and always will be the Locked On Dose Grande Squad. Unless they
Go
take
get some
us off the
hymns
air between now and next week.